Okay, guys, so for this lesson, I'm going to be going through scene 16. I'm going to be annotating it. Why are we doing this? I remember the previous lesson I asked you to annotate. Okay, so this is like me going through the annotation in class. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to pick out some of the important things in this passage. I am not going to give you the answers, but rather I am going to help you to think of the questions that you need to ask yourself. Okay, so let's begin. Of course, make sure that you have this worksheet. You should have this worksheet with you. You can download it from Google Classroom. You should already have worked on it. Okay. Now, remember that we were talking about the context, so we must always remember the context. And Charlie's getting smarter. He's having lessons with Miss Kenyon, right? Miss Kenyon is supposed to help him to learn better. So that is where we are looking at. Okay. So we start the scene and we see that Miss Kenyon and Charlie, so they are having a lesson. And we know that Miss Kenyon is the teacher. All this is not new, okay? So they're going through and Miss Kenyon says, that was good, Charlie, very good. So maybe this tells me something about what she is. She is encouraging, okay? Encouraging, she praises Charlie, right? So, or rather, that is not, we should make the observation first. So she is, Miss K praises Charlie. What does it tell us about her? She is encouraging. Okay. So if we look at Charlie, what does he say? Don't worry, Miss Kenyon, I'm not smart yet. Okay, so this tells me, what does Charlie want? Okay, Charlie wants to be smart, right? What does yet tell me? It means it is going to happen, right? So if Charlie believes that this is going to happen, so what does Charlie believe and why? What is his overall attitude? Okay, is he optimistic, pessimistic, so on and so forth? Okay, then we already looked at that part. Okay, Miss Kenyon is talking to him about Robinson Crusoe. Okay, do go and Google Daniel Defoe. Okay, Robinson Crusoe. It is written by this guy. Change the color. The author is Daniel Defoe. You can go and read it. It is quite interesting. Okay. So now, let's continue. So Charlie says he feels so sorry for Robinson Crusoe because Robinson Crusoe is all alone and has no friends. Okay, so we already talked about it before because Charlie knows what that is like. Okay, then after that, now we see something very interesting. Charlie tells Miss Kenyon that there must be somebody else because of the picture. Okay, fair enough. Miss Kenyon says, what picture? Charlie says, the one on page 137. Wait a minute, what is going on? Okay, so what is going on? Charlie can remember exact page numbers, right? Like, guys, even though I've taught this book before and I've looked at it a few times, there is no way I can remember what page this is. I might remember scenes, but I can't remember exactly what. Okay, so he says, okay, now we have this something interesting. He says, now Miss Kenyon is considerably shaken. Considerably means like quite, okay? And shaken means what? Shaken is like she is a bit disturbed, or she is a bit confused. She is affected in some way, okay? Shall we say that she is oh shucks. She is slightly afraid. Okay, so the question is, you need to think about, why does Miss K react like that? And she says, wait a minute, Charlie. She picks up, then she says, good lord. Good lord is like oh my goodness, okay, is the equivalent of saying OMG, okay? And she obviously found the picture and she says, okay, Charlie, tell me about the picture. So why does Miss Kinnan want Charlie to tell her about the picture? I think she wants to check. She's beginning to suspect something about Charlie, right? Okay. And now Charlie, remember, what is he? Is he looking at the book? He is not, okay? He is reciting from memory. And we look at the description, the sun is shining, there are birds, he's got his funny umbrella and he's looking at footprints, so there must be someone there. Now, can you remember exactly what's in the picture? This is Charlie who normally can't read, okay? So what is going on with Charlie, okay? He can recall everything, right? So the question you need to ask yourself is, what does this show? However, Charlie is very matter of fact. He is simply telling the facts. Do you think he's aware that he's getting smarter? Okay. I hope he gets a friend and not be lonely. So this is what actually Charlie is concerned with. Charlie's attention is drawn to this. Even though this is not what Robinson Crusoe about. Robinson Crusoe at this point, their footprints is actually supposed to be a cannibal, okay? So Miss Kinnan says, not now, Charlie, I want to talk to you. So what is her tone? She sounds serious. So again, the question you need to ask yourself is why? Okay, what is she so serious about? How come she's like, oh no, I need to talk, okay? Charlie is smiling, okay? So why? Okay, obviously he is happy, but what is he happy about? And no, they are not in a relationship, okay? And it is, you are talking to me. That's like me saying, come here, I want to talk to you. Then you say, yeah, but Mr. Low, you're talking to me. Then you're being lame, right? But here, Charlie is being extremely literal. Why? What does that show about Charlie? He is very smart, but can he catch that difference between what is literal and what is not literal? Okay. So Miss Kinnan says that yes, okay, she has heard the progress report tape. So if you look at the previous ones, you will see what Miss Kinnan has heard. Miss Kinnan says, they're very good, Charlie. Charlie, I think you're a fine person. I think you're going to show them all. Huh? What is this? What is show them all? I think show them all that Charlie is a fine person, okay? But Charlie doesn't understand, okay? So he says, what will I show them? Who? So he is questioning, okay? So what does it show? And up to now, as we're reading through, we still don't know what Miss Kinnan is really concerned about yet, right? And she isn't sure if she's doing the right thing. Okay, so the question here is, what is the right thing? What is Miss Kinnan doing? And why is she unsure? Okay, so these are all things that you guys need to go and answer. There are many, many questions. If you can answer them, then I think it will help you to get a better understanding of the passage. And if you can explain all this in your essay, then that will be good as well. Okay, Miss Kinnan says, never mind. What makes people say this? Okay, how come she just dismisses it? Okay, then Miss Kinnan says this very, very interesting thing. No, listen, you shouldn't feel bad if you find out that some people aren't as nice as you think. So my question, so Miss Kinnan is concerned, right? She's concerned. What is she concerned about? What does she know? Charlie is like what people, she doesn't know what's going on, right? What does she know that Charlie does not know? Okay. Okay. And of course, she says that people at work. If you see that after scene 16, Okay, this is something a bit more advanced. Okay, in scene 18 we see Charlie being bullied, right? So what is this called? This thing is called foreshadowing, where it is hinting at what is to come. Okay, this is just something interesting for you to learn about. Okay, so what should you do now? We have all this, and we have gone through the annotation, and there are a lot of questions which have been brought up. I would like you guys to continue to work on your annotation. I'm not going to give you all the answers, of course, but go and answer those questions. Okay, then the next lesson, it will be about writing. How can you actually begin to respond? Okay, so what is the value of all this annotation? All this annotation is actually helping you to work through the explanation, and when you pick out the correct things, all this is evidence. Okay, okay, so I'll see you when school starts again. Okay.